one of the most important things about working on camera, and especially about auditioning on camera, is the awareness that for the on-camera actor, there is no audience. Now that seems a little odd, but this is how it works. When you're on a film or television set, the only folks that are there are the folks who are working on the show. There are camera operators, and there's sound folks, and there's prop folks, and set dressings. They even have folks called greens. What do the greens folks do? They deal with all the plants. So if you have, for example, on a sound stage, you have a house, the show that I'm working on now, Secrets and Lies, one of the principal houses, there's the actual house in the neighborhood where we shoot, and then they've replicated that house on the stage, the front yard and backyard, and the men and women who take care of that front yard and backyard, the grass is artificial, but doggone it, those trees and a lot of those plants are real. And they're called greens, and there are people on set, they just handle the greenery. So those are the folks. And you know what? If you have a funny line in that particular episode, nobody's going to laugh, except the actors who are in the scene with you, if they're supposed to laugh. There's not going to be an audience. If you're engaged in a very touching moment, and it's a moment that brings you to tears, no one on set is going to be crying, not openly. They can't make any noise. They can't make a sound. You do some really good work on camera, you know what? Yeah, folks might come up to you after when they say cut. You know, they say, oh, really nice. That's it. But there is no one to laugh. There is no one to cry. You see, in the theater, on the stage, we're always aware of the audience. In fact, there is absolutely a relationship between the actor and the audience in the theater. It's a wonderful thing, and you can always hear those people, if they're crying, if they're laughing. I can remember many times running off stage at the end of the first act, for example, back to the director, we got him, we got him, we got him, because you know they're with you, because they're laughing and they're crying or they're doing whatever it is you want them to do. They're responding appropriately. You're not going to find that on camera. You're not going to find that on the film or television set, and you're sure as heck not going to find it in the audition. So if you're thinking, so if you prepare your audition thinking with the thought, oh, I'm going to knock them dead. Oh, they're going to be crying, man. I know how I'm going to do this. Now, my focus is set not on the moment. And the moment consists of the geography of the scene, where the scene is set, and the other characters in the scene. If I think beyond the moment, if I prepare beyond the moment, if I plan beyond the moment, if I act beyond the moment, I guarantee you I will overreach, because I will be trying to impact an audience that does not exist, an audience that cannot and will not respond because it's not there. And what can happen is I'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing, which means overacting and overacting and overacting and overreaching, which is overacting, trying to elicit a response from folks who don't exist because I'm not getting the feedback. On stage, you're very aware. You know when the audience is with you. But if you're on camera, there's no way for you to know if your audience, those viewers, the folks, by the way, you don't meet until you go to the grocery store and they say, hey, aren't you that one guy? Or better yet, hey, they call you by name. Hey, that's... And they rush over for an autograph. You know, you're trying to, pick the right peaches. And they want an autograph, and that's it. That's a really good thing. But trying to play to those folks on camera is the death knell for an on-camera actor, because it's going to make your portrayal dishonest. And at its core, what we want is honesty. We want a believable portrayal. So remember, when you're working on camera, when you're auditioning for an on-camera role, when you're auditioning in front of that camera in your basement, in your living room, or in your agent's office, don't factor in the audience. Don't play to the audience, because they absolutely are not there. It is the moment. Commit to the moment, and you'll be fine.